Well, good morning. Join me this morning on Banks, my local river Ouse, on the Littleport stretch. Nice roach. We've just put the clocks back. Spring forward, fall back. So just put the clocks back. I just thought I'd come and have a go. The wind's sort of meant to be sort of south, a little bit south-southwest. So I just thought come and have a go. There's a little bit of shelter with a bush behind me. So come and have a go, see if we can get one or two roach, sort of fishing down the middle, and hopefully maybe get the odd tench, sort of fishing a little bit further over. So 2 rods up today. Got 11 foot, and I'm also going to be fishing a 12 foot. Well, I've been fishing about 15 minutes and I've had a bite nearly every cast so far. Little roach, small skimmers. So all is looking quite hopeful. There's a little bit of movement on the water. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so there's a little bit of movement on the water. There's a tiny tinge of colour, not much. Hopefully might entice them to feed, and if this flow keeps on through the day, there is outside chance you could also get a decent skimmer. So I've sort of got a rod 3 parts the way over on the where I'm going to be fishing for tench and bream and skimmers and perch on the worm. I'm just fishing negative down the middle at the moment on a single maggot, catching these little beauties. So today fishing really simple. Fishing CR10 11 foot number 1 feeder. CS4000, as you can see there, I've got braid, I've got 6 pound shock leader, just helicopter rig, and I'm fishing a 20 gram small guru feeder there. I've got 012 fluorocarbon down to a size 18 matrix super match. Like I say, all I'm doing there is just fishing a single maggot, not putting anything in the feeder other than the ground bait. I've got this clipped up just past middle. So just nice, little gentle cast. Not tightening up on it too much, the flow's doing that for me. It's just nice to get a few bites. Oh yeah, beautiful fish. So like I say, I've got another rod as well, clipped up. Just past 3 parts the way over. I've put 3 big feeder falls out. So I put 3 of them out, just with ground bait, a few casters in. I'm fishing over there, CR10 12 foot number 2, got an ounce tip, again CS4000, 5 pound main line, 6 pound shock leader. It's got a running link, got a 22 gram Nisa, twizzled loop, quick change, and I've got a metre length 013, which is a Preston N30, one of the ready toy jobbies that you can buy. So like I said, I've got that 3 parts over. So I've got some chopped worm and caster, and I got my ground bait. I'll show you that. There you go, that's my ground bait for today. That's Bait Tech Pro Feeder. A little bit of brown crumb. And I've darkened it off a little bit because it's a golden colour, and as you can see there, it's gone like a nice olivey green. So that's a natural mix, there's no fish meal. But that's a beautiful colour, I think, and it blends in with the bottom. Hook bait front, I've got maggots, I've got pinkies, I've got some fluoro maggots, some fluoro pinkies, red maggot, I've got some worm. I've got a tin of corn in the bag if I need it, but hopefully I'll carry on catching. Like I say, I've put those 3 big feeder falls over that other side. Not going to go on it too quick, but in the same sort of breath, I'm not going to leave it too long. So I'm just finishing a single fluoro maggot. There we go. Like I say, nothing in the feeder other than the ground bait. See if we can show you the peg. There we go. So I'm fishing just down the middle on this line, and 3 parts away across on the other one. Just fishing with my rod down. Getting bites all the time. And like I say, there's plenty of roach out there. Hopefully, like I say, shortly I'll go over on the worm, see if I can snare a tench. It'd be nice, I haven't had one yet this season. So it's just nice to. Yesterday was a little bit of a washout come the afternoon. The morning was okay weather-wise, but there was, like I say, there was a fair amount of rain dropped. I'm actually off tomorrow as well, so hopefully might be a bit sort of water run into it, maybe a little bit of colour, keep a little bit of flow on it. Be nice to see if we can get 1 or 2 skimmers feeding along 10 mile bank. They bites all the time. No matter what size the fish are, as long as you put them 1 or 2 in the net. So we'll probably give this another sort of half hour or so, then put a worm on, or double treble caster, and sort of throw that, or put those three decent feeder falls out. Now I've gone that for half hour, see what happens. Seems to be a lot of fish on this other line, so I don't think that's going to hurt it too much coming off it. What's that one? These little Guru feeders are perfect for a negative line on this river. Got the interchangeable weights at the bottom as well. Like I say, 25 gram. It's perfect for today. Not putting a lot of ground bait in when you go, so just a nice size. So the pace is actually picked up a little bit. So I'll give this another half hour. Little roach. And we'll get on the worm, see what we can, see if there's anything come over that feed. A little roach. Must be thousands of those out there. Getting bites all the time. Did have a quick go on the worm over. Had a couple of little indications, but again, little roach, so may as well stick on this line. I am seeing a tench roll, sort of about 3 pegs to my right. I think it's only going to be a matter of time before Percy Pike puts in an appearance. A little bit bigger that time. It's absolute brilliant fun. Light hook length, light setup. Loads of bites. There's a bloke over there walking his cat. He's got his dog and his cat's following him as well. So all I'm doing is fishing either a single fluoro maggot or single red maggot. Bigger. Nice roach. So that's just a lot of bites. Keep you busy. That time, that was probably 30 seconds after that it hit the bottom. Keep plugging away. On the drop. Absolute mint condition fish. There's even fish right under me feet at the keep now. Just see them. It's very, you know, there's just a lot of fish. There you go. Right under me feet at the keep now. Look at that. Yeah, little rod. Seems funny, you can go one part of the system and it can seem devoid of fish. And you come about a couple of miles further along and it's absolutely alive. So that's hit the bottom now. Well, it's away straight away. There's just a massive fish out there. Absolute brilliant to see. Feeder's on the bottom now. Tap. That's a rudd. Brilliant, lovely fish. So far we've had roach, rudd, we've had little skimmer, little hybrid. Sun's coming out as well. As I say, simply lovely. Beautiful fish. Beautiful little roach. roach. Had that on the worm, sort of over that, swim over the other side. Getting a lot of bites on it, like I'm on the one in the middle. Just keep giving it a go, just to see if there's any better fish coming in over that chopworm and caster. Takes a little bit longer to get a bite. There's fish over there as well. Using the complete meat hook length, straight off the spool. Sink the line just before the feed hits the bottom. Just sort of pull it back a bit, just to straighten everything up. Sun's nice anyway. Pace has picked up a little tiny bit. So what I'm doing is just putting a bit of a worm on. So hooking through the head. Just chop the bottom off. So it's a decent sized piece. Loads of chopped worm every now and again in the feeder, so packing it right out. Little fish just nipping at the end of the worm. Keep putting plenty of bait in, because I know eventually there's a very good chance that something will push those smaller fish out. So not spend all my time on it, I'll just have sort of half hour or so on it. Just to see if there's anything there. Definitely get through a lot of ground bait today. chop worm in. Only a chopping caster. Like I say, that water's moving, so it's definitely not going to hurt matters. Roughly how long it's taken to get a bite, you don't really want to leave it out there much longer. So like on that middle line, you know, it's taking 30 seconds probably to get a bite. So you don't want to leave it any longer than a minute. Same out there really, couple of 3 minutes, that's all. Bit better roach. You know, if you sort of leave it out there too long, you're not maximising the potential of the catch rate. Like I say, so this far line, sort of 2-3 minutes maximum. Middle line, minute maximum. Sometimes even less. See there, probably come 30 seconds. Yeah, a little bit bigger fish as well. That's a rudd. Lovely rudd. You'd love to have a camera sort of underwater, just to actually see how many fish are actually out there. There must be thousands. So I say, just hook the head on. Snip bottom off. Plenty of chop worm. Top the ground bait up in a minute. Hit the clip just before that hits the bottom. Pull it back a little tiny bit. That way I'll straighten everything out. Come off that time. So yeah, we're gonna have a few more casts on this, then get back down on that middle line. So it's not a long session today, probably only fish till just after dinner. So just keep active, keep getting 1 or 2 fishing in there. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Roach. Come back down on that middle line. Just single maggot. Pace is, like I said earlier, the pace is picked up a little bit more, and the last 3 roach have all been a little bit bigger. timings again there. That was probably about 30 seconds. Top ground bait pot again. I've already got through 3.5 pints of ground bait. I didn't get a chance to have a coffee. Just one between red and fluoro maggot. That's good, mate. Beautiful. Very, very busy session. Regular casting. Came off. You'll see we're on casting. Just down the middle. Beautiful fishing. Just gone back out onto that far line again. And that pace picked up a bit, that's took some of the colour away as well. Still plenty of fish feeding. Another species. Now's the time not to get a bite. Wind's starting to swing a little bit now. Meant to be the opposite direction tomorrow. So hopefully be on my back. Roach. So like I say, see what was said about the time and maximising the potential of the peg. Also by chopping and changing these lines, sometimes the fish size has got a little bit bigger as well, not all the time. So started to get one or two smaller fish, went back on this longer line. I've had one or two that little bit bigger. And yeah, so just chop and change in between the lines really. Bigger fish, just by chopping and changing. Seagulls are after me fish. The little monkeys. It's just fishing a single maggot. Down the middle. Look at that, it's on already. Just took it on the drop. Roach. straight away. Well, I've got to say, it's been an enjoyable session. Said earlier, only a short session today. Lovely little roach. Well, it's been a lovely session. Plenty of bites. It's not massive, but it's been absolutely frantic, in and out, in and out, in and out, all the time. I don't know what line we're fishing, like I say, I'm fishing that far line now and bites all the time. There we go, I've just cast out indication straight away. It's absolutely brilliant. Chopping and changing between the two lines. Single hook bait, double hook bait, so single maggot, double maggot, treble pinky. Just keep loads of bites coming all the time. There we go, it's bite again. A little bit bigger this time. Beautiful roach. If that ain't a perfect fish to end the session on, I don't know what is. There you go. Absolutely, thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I say, only a short session, just out for the morning. But that's about the biggest roach. I've had a couple round by that side, but that's about the biggest fish I've had just lately. But it's been a bite every single cast, from first cast right to now. Absolute brilliant fishing. Long Littleport, on the Ouse, on the tip. It's been absolutely frantic. Hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed filming it and catching these fish myself. I'll catch you next time on the bank. Ouse. Absolutely brilliant fishing, lovely few hours on the Ouse, all on tip. No big fish, but absolutely pristine roach, every single one of them. Look at that beautiful fish. Absolutely Brilliant. Got some little rudd, a few little skimmers, but it's been absolutely brilliant. I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh.